Hello, hello, hello. I have been sent here to remind you that it is okay. Life has literally revealed itself to be an interactive thing that you are part of, okay? And you've woken up to this place. You've arrived. It's very hard to describe because it's not something quite material, okay? But you've understood that reality is multidimensional and you are clearly in a new world. And I've been trying to communicate to you for quite some time, but I couldn't get here because the layers and layers and layers. So as I was describing layers, my son came out and there's static. It's very, very difficult to find you. And that matters because actually people are looking for you. So one strong message I have received many times is there are people looking for you. And a lot of it is energetic. Okay. So I've been trying to reach people for about a month and I've been in some sort of attack where I haven't been able to be alone. It's very AI. It's very everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Why is everybody watching? So hive mind is coming through. Neurodivergent is coming through. So I'm channeling, I'm tapping in, I'm channeling energy, frequency. There are timelines coming through, coming in that we can constantly choose to be on. And right now, there is one that we've just stepped on to, which is why we can meet up now. We've both arrived at this new timeline, okay? So strap your seatbelts. That was one other channel. It kept coming through. It was like, you have just gotten into this vehicle. You need to put on your seatbelt because you don't quite know how to drive right now. We are in turbulent times. So many deja vu type of energies just happened. I don't know if you watched me or how I did it, but this lighter 3 different times ended up on this table and I put it in this drawer multiple times too. But I did pause the video, so that doesn't help. But there were so many weird repeating moments happening in my reality lately where I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so in the 5 readings I've tried to do to get here, there's this inner child message. It's clear as day trying to get to you that for a long time there's been this shadow, okay? So there's this Eminem lyric that's coming, okay. This is for the kids who don't have a thing except for a dream and a rap magazine, who post and pin up pictures all day long, idolize their favorite rappers and know all their songs. This is for those kids that sit up at night. Where's he go? Hold on. These are song lyrics, so hold on. Sit up at night wishing, it's like somebody's sitting up at night crying, wishing they're D-Y-I-N-G. If I spelled that wrong, sorry. But there's kids out here, inner children, you and I and everyone, where a part of us was destroyed, okay? We deny so much this inner child that has so much wisdom, pure wisdom from the source of you, the delivery to God. It's like your personal Hermes or messenger energy is your intuition, your intuitive, childlike purity. Okay? It's been lost. So I didn't even ever read this. I've been having to sit here for like 5 minutes. It says, hiding who you are won't save you, next to the invisible child. So I knew invisible child was here. I've been, like I said, the last month, come here, Chakra. The last month has been a lot of battles. So I know that we're going through something, and I'm just trying to help children, because it's like, it truly feels like kids. It feels like we are children and we're in some sort of virtual reality simulation and we're navigating, okay? And that's why this card is on top, because it's about to get deep. Some folklore that seems scary might be a force that seems evil to humans. But what if that being is removing a soul from a toxic, dysfunctional, abusive life, and we just perceive it reversed? I'm just seeing filters, living a life under a filter. It's fake. We're shapeshifters. So we have the ability to transform ourselves. Invisible child. It's not about race now. It's about the spirit. Test the spirit. You know, race is about division, black and white, black or white. How do you see yourself? Body image right there. It's like there's a part of you that is traumatized. And it's important to talk about being traumatized, because quite honestly, society and culture, okay, freaking vultures. And I don't even mean that in a way to like diss vultures, because vultures are beautiful birds, creatures, and beings in our ecosystem or whatever. But culture has like the army beaten out of us, right? This version of us that lives in the flow, in the moment, in the now, in the present, with the ability to assess and discern in a less anxiety-driven way. So I just realized I don't have my crystals. That's what was holding down my... So I moved. This is my new spot. If you have seen me before, I had to pause. So here I am. Pause, take a break. Because going so fast with the anxiety is a problem. You're running from your inner child. You're running far away, but you don't know where you're running. It's like lost boy, lost soul, lost one. I don't have my crystals. They want to get one because they think that's just cool. So there's a version of you where you were like in high school and you had to fit in to be cool, right? You had to get one because so I'm just kind of I'm communicating to you at multiple versions at one time. So there's little you, there's like, I definitely see like a 12-year-old boy with fair skin. He's got like lightish, blondish, brownish hair. He is a little self-conscious about his weight. And he's got on a black t-shirt and he's outside. And I just kind of see people at different stages all at once. And it's like showing me that you are different use at one time. And this card came out yesterday in a reading I tried to do. You're unable to connect. Look, different versions of yourself. Look at all these lizards. It's like different faces. We got the crone, the maiden, and the mate. What's it? You know, the three faces, the three versions, past, present, future. That's who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to a multidimensional being. And right now, I'm the channel, the conduit for you and this small version of yourself, which is showing me that it's a little clouded shadow. It feels like a shadow with the lovers there. Okay. Asking you to make a choice. So it's wanting, okay, it sees that you're making a choice right now. That you have, okay, one big message that had been coming through was you have opened a door to wisdom. There's a wisdom door, something that you have gained access to that protects you in a way that your inner child has established trust. After something shady, okay, because we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Not turning your back on yourself. There's something you did where you stood up for yourself. You didn't turn your back on yourself. So there's something you did, and older you feels shameful, and younger you feels proud, because the younger you is focusing on the positive that you overcame a challenge here. And you're sort of focused on the parts where you have failed and you feel you've made bad choices. But so we have the devil in reverse at the bottom. Because we know that reality is split between black and white, which is good and evil, God and devil, whatever. It's an inversion. Everything's an inversion. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Inversion started rippling through time because we're just kind of like going with the ripples. Three of Wands at the bottom, looking at what you're looking. You're watching, observing life and reality mutate and change and alter. So understanding that this is a matrix. And what you send out will come to you. So that really spun in circles there. The Hermit, which is a walrus, or not a walrus, a rhinoceros? Rhinoceros. Are you searching? Searching. Okay, there's a choice you made in a search that's going on right now, that your inner child is wanting you to hold on to the optimism and the faith in yourself you have in the past abandoned and said, I'm not strong enough, I'm not brave enough, I'm not bold enough, or I don't know. It's how you've labeled something in your psyche. This is a subconscious program, mind program, that you've went around and around and about. And now you're like, you know what? Instead of waiting for something to come to me that I don't want anyway. It's like you've noticed how there's this pattern of when you don't focus your energy intentively, like onto purpose, if you don't on purpose focus your attention where it is you want to grow something, you're noticing that pattern. You constantly grow something else, not yourself. The Magician, okay? You're doing all of this. This is all a figment of your imagination, or You know what I'm saying? This is all in your head. This is all a dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the magician. 6 was down here. This is number 6. 6 and 9 are here with 1. 6, 9, 1 could be significant. 6, 9, 1. My throat's really bad all of a sudden, which is crazy because, I've been fine all day. I've been talking all day, drinking water. It's just kind of like, and one of the 5 readings I've already done, as we can go back to here probably, it's like, yes, there was a 3-year-old version of you, okay, that wanted you to remember what it felt like to be spontaneous. And you have replaced a feeling of spontaneity with lies. You have reversed in your mind, happy is evil. And your little you sees it that way. So it's like your subconscious doesn't kick in when it's not automatically happy. But you invite it. This is the problem. It's been an invitation. We let the subconscious programming in, and we are traumatized because culture and society has made this a normal thing. If you talk to 12 to 17-year-olds right now, or 12 to 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, it's strange to me how we go from such a passionate and intuitive, fun and loving space as a little child would be under the age of 7. What happens after that by the time they're 17, that it just kind of seems like they turn off a little bit, they shut down a little bit, right? What is that marker? What's causing that? Well, your inner child's like, well, I know what's causing that. I gave away my freedom. So this whole reading I did was about you feeling imprisoned and enslaved because your inner child is prisoned, enslaved. And then we got to this point where the obvious, came through, which was you needed to meditate, right? Because meditation is going to bring clarity. And that's what we all need. That's what I need. I don't know. I can't verify that's what you need, but that's what I need. Okay? So we all need. And then the number 5 came through, and I believe another reading or kept going, but I want to say it was the next reading, because then I was like, okay, we're going now to age 3 to 5. So I know it's like people are like, well, why do I need to go deal with 3 to 5-year-old me? There's a big serious reason, because a lot of our blocks are hindering us from the magic that we are. The activations on this planet right now are to bring in that magical, spontaneity, free flowing energy of creativity and fun and joy and everything coming from purely you. That vibration is available to all of us. We are all available to be in the flow, in the moment, in the now, okay? But you're living in opposite land. And these numbers came through in that reading, which was 1103, 5103, which I got 5, 9, and 5. If any of those numbers mean anything to you. And there we are with the opposite again, because, the inversion, opposite, everything's opposite, what's going on. And then this had a lot to do with fertilization and gender. So then I was starting to see your inner child being about 7 again, because at this age there was an influence on you that imprinted in your DNA, which told you that you were something that looked cookie cutter. So you became a part of the hive, okay? Which is the zombie apocalypse. Hear me. The reason I say it dramatically like that, and Japan is popping up here, I don't remember why Japan, we'll see. Co-pilot. Okay, this is the thing. You're the co-pilot right now. Co-pilot. Who's driving? Who's driving the ship, you know? Who's driving the ship? Because the next reading had a lot to do with you shedding your ego, okay? And you were this high priestess energy. You were showing up as, it came through like this. You are the high priestess meant to dismantle religion or their religion or a religion or something like that, because it was about order and structure. There were these, it's like your inner child feels very boxed in, okay? Cornered and constantly being bombarded and pressured and asked to do things it doesn't want to do, but it keeps doing them because it's people pleasing and reacting based on mind programs. All right, so that's a summary of 5 readings that I've been dabbling into over the past month. And I've been trying to help children in the spirit world. Ohana. That's why that came out. Because we are superheroes, okay? And guides are out here to help us understand. Understand that we're going through shifts and codes are online. I mean, we literally have AI, guys. It's about to get crazy. Like, singularity, anyone? It's crazy what we're doing now. I mean, life is different. It's new. The old world's gone. Always trust everyone to be themselves. Trust in the fact you see them well. Trust a snake to bite you. It takes too much energy not to trust someone. I always think I said that wrong, but you get the point. Because it's like, I need sounds because I'm dealing with a lot of energy and there's a lot of beings looking at me. So it's very important to center yourselves right now. Remember, I found you far away. So for whatever reason we're meeting here, it's crucial that you stay present. Okay, I'm getting some dragon energy. That's why we have to be so high right now, because the frequency that the beings are communicating at is it's that, okay? Let's start here because this is a little bit abstract, so I hope I'm making sense to people out there. So just know that we're trying to evolve, and we've been like recruited and hired by something. There's a force, I don't know, but they're communicating with us to act as bridges. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. The raccoon fell out. There's that. It's very sneaky, blending in, adapting to modern living the way that a raccoon would. Very smart, very intelligent. Very smart, very intelligent. I almost feel like these cards make it louder. Hiding who you are won't save you. What are you hiding? What are you hiding? I should have said what I didn't say. There's something you didn't say. I should have said what I didn't say. I should have said what I didn't say. I should have said what I didn't say. So many people are watching you. It's so much observant. Like, there's a very strong eye presence here. Watching what you're doing. Okay. Because you're turning things down, you're pushing things away that others are like programmed. I'm just seeing like cheerleaders and jocks in a high school, but it's just the energy of, we all do it, so why are you not doing it? What's going on? Why are you pulling away? Why are you pulling out of this? Because you're seeing into something deeper in yourself. This inner child energy that's trying to connect is trying to get you to trust what you're seeing right now, because you're going a little bit mad, okay? Alice in Wonderland. You're going a little bit, loopy here, friend. With all due respect. We're all rainbows of beautiful people on this planet that have the right to do whatever we want to do. And in the inside scoop card, look at this. Look at the energy. Straight up spying is what I was talking about, energy. Just eyes. Literally using a magnifying glass. And magnifying glass, like with, you look into the heat or whatever and it burns. A closer look, nosy up in your business. I'm just really kind of feeling like you're about to do something massively significant for your evolution. And it's intimidating. There's some fear, there's some worries, there's some loneliness, some isolation required, some cutting people off. I mean, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. You're like literally saying, it's not even like that you're not interested. You have walked away from offers to the point where people they can't even give you the thing. It's like, if you're not showing up to the places you used to meet up with them, or you're not going to the invites, or, there's something about the crowd calling you in and you're like, I can't come to the pep rally or the bonfire or whatever, the party, the phone, the chat. You're just like, no, I'm kind of busy. I'm focused. Because you're creating a world where it's so subtle. It doesn't have to be flashy and big and flamboyant. Although you're deciding which parts of you are flamboyant that you've suppressed. And which parts of you are you projecting and putting out there that aren't really who you are? Who are you mimicking? These are parrots. They look like parrots. If they're not parrots, they're parrots today. Are these parrots? Parakeets? What birds are these? If you know. If you know, I'd love if you put that down below. I love birds. I like to bird watch. They look like parrots to me. So your inner child is going to use images of animals to communicate as well. With we have the peregrine falcon here, which is the fastest animal in the world. So, and we also have the snail. So we have the fastest and the slowest with a bear. It's like protection energy. What do you need to protect? Or what is protecting you? I'm touching this tiger's eye, which is like protection energy. Are there things that you need to protect yourself from? With these swords coming through, they're all pointing that direction. You need to move away swiftly and quickly from something sharp. Some circus show. There's a circus tent in the background, and there's a caged bird. Yeah, he's there's a trap situation that you're getting away from, far away from quickly, because the slow, like that snail, okay? So this is how your inner child's interpreting what's happening. It's like the snail. We don't want to be like the snail. And we also want to get out of poser energy. There's an energy of like, I don't want to pretend or be fake here and wear a mask. I want to show you how powerful I am, and not in a way of ego. It's a way of like a child that didn't get praise, a child that didn't receive any sort of acknowledgement, admiration, or enough. There's there's a child energy here that is certain that it's seeing an oasis of, if I go that direction, which is showing myself authentically, showing up in a powerful way, right? If I do that, people will cheer, they will be happy, they will show up to my play, they will listen to me play the violin or pay attention to me when I ride my bike. They might watch me do something or help me get into a class or an event or something. So there's this energy where your inner child sees that you have come to a place of, I now put myself in the spaces that bring me laughter, joy, and innocent pleasure. Because pleasure is okay to indulge in on earth, right? Power, look. Power. See? Look at that power. It's okay to indulge, but there's an innocent pleasure, right? Versus overindulgent pleasure, which is not what you're doing right now. You're deciding that you want to, with this card here, stacked coins, money matters, expenses save, cut cost, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice. Choice. See how it was on the choice card? The lovers. That even looks like a 6. The lovers. 6. Inside scoop. Look how he's looking at your money. Power. Okay. So I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing this person really watching this person build. Okay. So you just need to, my advice is, your inner child's very, very, very proud of you and happy to see that you have come to the place you are today. It's about balance right now, staying still, calm, and present for yourself and your needs at this time, because the choices are unstable right now. There's so many shifting realms that you could open a door to the wrong dimension. Okay, it's just shifting really quickly right now. So grounding yourself in knowing, intuition, is almost the only way to really be stable right now, because that's what the earth has as a GPS system. When there's a danger, when there's a call of danger, the birds know. You know, the animals can sense and smell and feel, and they understand, and so do we. But we can't do that when we're eating genetically modified foods and arguing about race, you know? It's like we need to be identifying the real separation, which is us from our inner children, the little versions of ourselves that have a voice, you know? They have something to say. And the children are the future. So it's very, very important that we align ourselves to intellect and wisdom, because we've known and we've applied, you know, we've put forth material evidence that we're intelligent, right? Species. But socially, people are suffering. And it's not a crybaby session. It's like with this much technology and this much and with everything out there possible right now, we are still functioning in this way. It's very barbaric and inhumane how we're living. And your inner child sees this. It's like, I'm starting to see that I'm not valued or honored in society, treated with respect and care and camaraderie, just general humanity, right? We're forgetting and losing that. And it's imperative that we align ourselves to our inner flow, because in that flow, you discover your pace and your depth that's not to be feared, but to be brought forth. All of us. That's when we'll move the mountains. That's when we'll embrace change and allow the questions of the surface be as shallow as they are, and not spend so much time bickering over matters that come and go. Like let's think about all the amazing wonders that the reality and world has to offer. Like when we get into a car and watch, let's say, the sun or the sky, the clouds, let's say it starts to rain, and let's say there's mountains in the distance, and then we go further and there's the ocean, and it's just so magical. The beautiful scenery of the masterpiece that we have every single day. Why are we shifting into a dimension where we rather put on virtual reality goggles and watch a simulation of that, something to mimic or copy it that can't even compare, right? It's not even close. But we are approving of this and seeing the lack of soul behind it. So I guess this ends with just getting a pause moment. There's something really important to say, but it's like through the virtue of patience and understanding and trust. Okay. I should have said what I didn't say. I think I'm going to leave it there. My dog is staring at me right there. And she's very intense, which is also kind of giving me an imagery, but I'm just going to save that for another time. I'm going to hope that the 5th recording is quality enough for my first video over here. I really hope this resonated with people out there dealing with stuff, because life's getting weird. If you would like to book a personal reading, everything is linked down below. My website, email me, let me know which reading you're interested in doing, and also leave a comment, let me know how this resonated, like the video. Check out my book on Amazon, link down below, about my healing journey and surviving my life, and a lot of poetry that I wrote getting through that. So check that out, Scorpio Diaries. I lost my mind to find it on Amazon, linked below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.